Behind me, viewers, is the visual that has come from the Adampur Airbase. Extremely important, the Prime Minister there, of course, with our brave hearts. But remember, what is crucial to note here is this. Behind this is the S-400 missile system, and that, ladies and gentlemen, has worked as the savior, as the Sudarshan Chakra for India. Look at this. The Prime Minister of India there meeting with our brave hearts who have made sure that all of us, you and I, can speak here today, can be safe. And that machine, that S-400 missile system that has been detecting all of the missiles coming in from Pakistan right here. So basically, it's not just the machine, it's the humans. This entire visual that you see on your screen is what has saved all of us today, is what has given a befitting response to Pakistan-sponsored terrorism. And of course, the Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, leading the country in making sure that our gratitude is expressed to our brave hearts. Also the fact that they should know that the entire country stands solidly with them. So the S-400 here, huge importance that this has played in this entire Operation Sindoor. We can't stress enough, and we've been telling you every day how this has played a very crucial role in making sure that Pakistani drones and missiles are given a befitting response. They've been intercepted, and of course the other saviors, they are here, right here, our brave hearts, our troops, the Air Force brave hearts, who are greeting the Prime Minister here. A huge not just symbolic move that the Prime Minister has made by visiting Adampur Airbase, but also sending a strong message that the country stands with our brave hearts, and we are ever so grateful for India's armed forces to have done what they have done. Let me quickly go across to my colleague Rishabh as well, who's getting us more on that. Rishabh, what more details do you have? These visuals, of course, coming from the Adampur Airbase, where the Prime Minister visited. He encouraged the troops, once again making sure that he reaches out to our armed forces under the kind of challenging situations that they have been facing since the past few weeks.
Well, Shreya, two things. What you're seeing in visuals, in the backdrop is Su-30, Sukhoi Su-30 aircraft. Why is Sukhoi Su-30 aircraft very important right now? All these air bases that we are talking about, Sargodha, Skardu, Manir cantonment in Karachi, or for that matter, Rahim Yar Khan, Su-30 made sure that they go up and hit using long-range missiles, and those missiles actually hit these air bases, and that's why there is a significance having Su-30 in backdrop when Prime Minister is meeting the airmen and air warriors. S-400, we have spoken a lot about. Pakistan have had a disinformation campaign that how they have destroyed our S-400 systems in Adampur. It is there in the visual from this morning as well. So very clearly, it's not just Prime Minister meeting the air warriors to hype their morale, but it is also a very significant message being sent across the border that see what we are doing, what we have done, you have seen, and see what we are doing. A very clear picture.
Rishabh, I'll come back to you right now on the broadcast. I'm joined by Lieutenant General Asif Mistry on the phone line. In fact, General Mistry, extremely important visuals that we are seeing the Prime Minister leading the country in expressing our gratitude as well as pride in India's armed forces and what they've done. Your first response, your first take on these lovely visuals that have come out of the Adampur Airbase.
Oh, yes, it's a wonderful and a great sight. And in my view, it is actually continuation of Operation Sindoor. It is a continuation of Prime Minister's speech yesterday, for which, if you notice, he had multiple audiences. It was not only the domestic audience in India that he addressed,
yes,
but it was also the people of Pakistan across the border, as well as the world at large that he addressed. And yesterday, in his speech, he mentioned about his gratitude and salute to the soldiers. Today, he is demonstrating the same on ground. So not only is he showing his gratitude to the soldiers, but he is also conveying a number of messages. First and foremost, negating the lies that Adampur base had been hit. Secondly, those equipment in the background, the S-400 air defense system and a Sukhoi 30. So this is a powerful message reinforcing his speech yesterday.
General Mistry, also just the fact that this is perhaps one of the second largest air bases that India has in northern India, and you would know better than all of us the kind of strategic importance that it holds amid the kind of tensions that we have seen between both the countries.
Yes, Adampur is an extremely important airbase, as are so many others all over the country. But certainly in the midst of Punjab, Adampur is a very, very critical airbase. And therefore, the message is even stronger and louder.
Right. General Mistry, thanks very much for joining us and sharing your perspective. Of course, viewers, as we have been telling you, this is, not just the fact that the Prime Minister is leading the country in expressing our gratitude and pride for our armed forces. It is also sending out an extremely strong message, as well as busting the fakery and propaganda that Pakistan has been spreading since Operation Sindoor happened. We have been showing you continuously how man and machine both have saved India and Indians. Look at the visuals on your screens, S-400 as well as the Sukhoi there, which were at play under Operation Sindoor. And of course, along with them are the brave hearts who have saved all of us, who have made sure that Pakistan-sponsored terrorism gets a befitting response. Let me quickly go across to senior consulting editor at Times Networks, Srinjoy Chaudhary, also with us on the broadcast. Srinjoy, extremely important. The Adampur Airbase has a strategic as well as a historic importance, considering the fact that it also played a crucial role during the previous wars that we had with Pakistan.
And this is messaging. And this is the best kind of messaging, because this trouble ended really yesterday. The Prime Minister spoke. When something like this happens, when a crisis happens, a Prime Minister speaks or the head of government speaks before or as it begins or as it ends. And Prime Minister spoke as it ended. So today is the first day, it's the day after. And the right thing to do is go to a military position. In this case, he chose Adampur, and it's clear message that yes, the armed forces have done a good job, and this is a way of saying, well done. You kept India safe. You've done your job properly. Thank you very much. It's a very clear message, not just to the armed forces, not just to the people of India, but also to the other side, saying, look here, we are happy with what the Air Force did. We are happy with what the armed forces did. And now, look at yourself, look at the damage the Air Force has caused, and lick your wounds.
Absolutely. Srinjoy, thanks very much for joining us with that perspective. Let me also quickly go across to Pradeep Datta joining us. He's been tracking the entire Operation Sindoor as it was carried out and strategized in New Delhi. Pradeep, these are some wonderful visuals that have come out of Adampur Airbase. The Prime Minister meeting our brave hearts, expressing pride and gratitude, but also sending out a very strong message to Pakistan and the world that, look, Operation Sindoor has been carried out successfully. We are very proud of our brave hearts. It has not stopped. It has only been paused. And some normalcy is returning, even though it all depends on Pakistan, how it moves forward and whether or not it violates the ceasefire.
See, yesterday also during the 22-minute address, he lauded the role of our armed forces in their great determination and valor. He said it's because of them that we ensured that the terrorists who were able to wipe out Sindoor of our sisters, we were able to wipe out the terror hub. They're back in Pakistan. And just a day after, he's going to all these air bases like Adampur. It's considered strategically very important air base, as you rightly said, that kind of a role this air base has played in 1965 as well as 71, because this is very close to the border and considered to be the best one so far as retaliation is concerned. And you can see, while Prime Minister is there, they're so happy, they're taking selfies, and then atmosphere is resonating with Vande Mataram and Bharat Mata Ki Jai slogan. You can very well understand, because Prime Minister is conveying a message, thank you, and also he is also patting on their back for the kind of good work they have done, because this is after 1971 that finally India was able to decimate many of their air bases, especially Noor Khan, that sent shivers down spine of Pakistan. And finally, Pakistan was forced to beg for mercy. Pakistan wanted ceasefire. The same Pakistan that was looking for confrontation. Look at within 3 days, from confrontation to ceasefire. It was possible only because of these brave hearts. They are saying, जब देश चैन से सोता है, ये प्रहरी वो पहरे पर होता है. जब आंख उठाता है दुश्मन, तो वो जान अपनी खोता है. That's exactly what happened. They tried to show eyes. The Air Force people, and see what these air warriors did. They decimated, demolished not only terror hub but also those military air bases from which the Pakistan was trying to penetrate into Indian side, but they failed to do so. While the Suraksha Kavach prevented them coming closer to India, but Indian Air Force was able to decimate and demolish them. That was the strong message. And here is a Prime Minister who is standing firm with the brave hearts, and message is clear to them. And I think this message also goes to Mehbooba Mufti, who is right now trying to glorify Air Vice Marshal Aurangzeb. I think this is the time, if you have to glorify any person, that is Air Marshal Amarpreet Singh, because he is the hero of this operation. Because this is the first time we have seen that how...
Right, Pradeep, it is of course the time to glorify all our brave hearts, express gratitude to them, and that's exactly what the Indian Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, is doing and has done at the Adampur Airbase. I request both of you, Pradeep and Rishabh, to stay with us on the broadcast. Let's quickly take you through visuals. Those visuals that you see on your screens, ladies and gentlemen, is from the Adampur Airbase. Behind our brave hearts, you can see the S-400 system, which Pakistan claimed it has destroyed, as well as the Su-30 aircraft, Su-MK-30, which was one of the aircraft that was used against Pakistan-sponsored terrorism. Also, let's quickly make you listen to what exactly happened there in the visuals, what is going on right now. Listen in.